I think I have some challenges there. I've seen the definition of talent itself changing. So depending on the teams you are in, if the teams are not high performance, if teams have been not put into those conditions where they are competing a lot, the meaning of talent is different versus the meaning of talent when they are competing a lot and when they are globally answering things and globally competing. So their talent is different. But understanding, let's say that we all understand what that talent is. One of the factors I have seen is most of the companies are looking in and around as compared to the teams or the companies you look who are very highly successful. I think the talent density, when we say talent density, is of course if you define what the talent is, and you can define what the density is. And in my 100 people team, how many those talented people are. So if you can say that talent density, I think the talent density needs to increase multiple fold. And the talent density needs to increase before the growth happens. Mostly what we are seeing is that it happens along with the growth. And very reactive as well, because if you see you are lagging behind, then you're looking for talent. I think for the talent acquisition, this factor will need to change. It has to be a very proactive approach. You have to plan in advance, and you have to increase your talent density of the existing teams and be ready a little bit before when the growth happens. If I go from a little side perspective and look from the holistic approach and the worldwide approach. So whatever we see as outsourcing happening in the country, so India is a good outsourcing center, so right from call centers to IT to everything else. In fact, this is talent acquisition by those organizations who are doing the outsourcing. Look from that perspective. So take IBM, take Accenture, take Microsoft, take any of those companies. They were not having sufficient talent, and they needed talent to be available to them at a cheaper price or at a comparable price or at a price which they can afford easily and can expand. That's how outsourcing happened. So I'm not looking talent acquisition only as a means that you employ the resource with you. It could be in any form. You can go out and can get globally that talent from anywhere. What needs to work out is your cost versus the talent which you are acquiring, what ratio you can afford, how much you can afford, and then you can go and get from anywhere. So the way I'm looking at talent acquisition is it's changing the term that you recruit a person in your company and build the talent pool. You need to be global. You need to get the talent wherever that's available. The very factor that let's get some people in and then let's train them to become talented pool is good, that's needed, but I think it's becoming much more important that you look outside. Look in the global platform and wherever that's available and see how that can be used into your organization. It's changing already. In fact, the biggest example is all the outsourcing which has happened. I happened to do a big case study and did a research paper on this. That was exactly on this, and a lot of data is out there which shows that how the talent was not available sufficiently in those countries, and hence all these things came up. Fortunately, information technology accelerated that process.